product with Kissing Candice. How you doing, man?
Good. How's it going? How's everything?
Oh, good, but I could be a lot better if that witch Carole Baskin would back off me. Man, she got me time.
I think
Well,
everybody.
What?
I think everybody wants the bitch to go away.
So happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
What are the plans for what are the plans for today? Running around scaring kids.
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be like there's too much of that going on. But the plan is to watch a bunch of horror movies all day. Hopefully, trick or treaters come by my house, and then going to a Halloween party later on.
Be safe.
Yeah. How about yourself?
What?
What are you doing for Halloween?
Well, I'm just gonna be chilling. I'm just gonna be. So I got like 2 interviews today. So I'm gonna interview another guy, and then just gonna sit back and watch some scary movies all day.
Sounds good.
It's pretty sad about Sean Connery.
Oh, Sean Connery. Yes.
Yeah. He died today. That's really
Yes.
sad.
Oh.
First off, let's talk about the new mask. How did you guys come up with them?
So for the most part, these are evolutions of our previous masks. So everybody's got their own little story, whatnot. But for myself, it's based off of the horror movie. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Goodnight Mommy. It's I think it's a German film, but it's aesthetically based off of that, and also the famous painting The Scream by Edvard Munch. But some of the other guys have their own stories and whatnot, but that's just my own.
I can see why.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think it's a gas mask. I kind of thought it was a gas mask or like a mental thing, like the.
Yeah, it's got anything that kind of looks like featureless or gas mask or unsettling is kind of what you're going for here.
But yeah, I can see why it looks like the Scream. That famous scene. The legendary Tom Seventh made one of them. How did he? Why did he not do the entire band?
Joey, our singer, has been in touch with Tom Savini for quite some time now. It was just a personal choice. He managed to land that. So he took the opportunity, and the rest of us all have our own mask makers as well. Mine is Jeff Concord. He does the other guys as well, who's also an up-and-coming mask maker. He's fantastic. But as far as Tom Savini getting involved, that was something between Joey and him. I'm not quite sure the way that happened, but yeah, maybe in the future we might be doing something like that. But it was just something that Joey personally had made the connection and then, took it and ran with it.
Your masks are pretty good for COVID. It's kind of like a scary mixed in with the mask.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Did you get into Tom's workshop?
Joey did. I don't know where he is right now, currently available, but if you get the chance to interview him, he'll be able to answer that stuff. But I know he took some photos and he was able to tour the shop, yes.
Does it get hard to perform in a mask?
At this point, it's become like second nature, but there's definitely nights where it's too hot or you can't see or can't breathe. And there's definitely times you just, want to lose your shit, but it adds to part of the character.
Yeah. I can see why, because like when you're trying to breathe and then it becomes like and you don't know what to do when you're panicking, I can see why. Exactly. Because like the less oxygen, the more you panic, and if you panic on stage, that could ruin everything.
Absolutely.
Even in the summer?
Yep. So that's easily the worst time to do it, but you try to channel the anger and the frustration into the character, and a lot of times if it works correctly, it comes out really good.
What do you do with the old ones?
The originals, most of us either save them or we have a community with mask community that we'll sell them to fans or whatnot. It just depends on the situation, but I know my original one, I think I have 1 or 2. I could be wrong, but I know that depending on the person and depending on what mask run we're in, who made it, I can't really answer that 100%, but we either hold on to them or get rid of them to some fans.
I bet they get real stinky.
Oh, they get absolutely disgusting. I know some guys have bought some of my previous masks, and they're absolutely have to be kept in a cage.
Speaking of smelly, you know of about if put sirloin oil on anything, a tiger will eat it. Like this oil, if you put anything on it, a tiger will eat it always.
Oh, cool! I didn't know that.
Ask that witch Carole Baskin. She feeds her husband to the tiger. She killed her husband. You know that, right?
Of course.
She fed him to the tigers. So I listened to Tapeworm. It was awesome.
Thank you very much.
I love the metal. I like this. It gets me pumped up. Get me pumped up. Like,
yeah,
really
yeah.
Metal
good,
and
good. Yeah, just yeah.
Yeah, energy straight off.
Absolutely.
Tell me about the song.
It's about basically people who are parasitic and kind of leech off you, and if you don't pay attention to it, your life you'll kind of just slowly wither away because people are known for taking advantage of situations, and you just got to be paying attention to it. So it's a metaphor for that.
The video was awesome, though.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, Tom Flynn directed it for us. He's done a couple things for us in the past, and he's done a lot of other big names. God, I believe. Many artists. I just don't want to quote the wrong ones, but he is top notch.
Who ate the worms?
That's our photographer / roadie / all around everything in this band, Andrew, and he volunteered to be the guinea pig. And I wish that maybe we'll release it in the future, but there's some footage of him puking because he couldn't take it. It was pretty gross.
Oh my! He literally puked after it?
Yep. There's a piece of plastic that you can't see in the chute on the floor, and he yacked up a few times.
Oh. What was it like doing a video together? Most of the videos coming out are during the pandemic or just like lyric videos?
It was nice to see the band again. We hadn't seen each other for quite some time. The timing was right. We managed to do everything within a day. So it was definitely a welcome addition to the fact that, most people haven't really been going anywhere to see other people. So it was good.
So the single's coming out in a couple weeks. Is there going to be an album?
There is an album. Yeah, it's finished. We're just currently trying to figure out the best way to release it, when to release it. Obviously, COVID has kind of taken a hold on everything right now. So we're just trying to do the smartest release. But people who are looking forward to it, it is done. It is ready to go. We're just figuring out the best game plan.
Do you hold off because of the pandemic?
Yes. Well, I wouldn't say hold off, but it has to be handled differently at this time because other previous releases from other bands and other labels obviously have been pushed back. So it would be not the wisest decision to have the stuff that was supposed to be coming out finally coming out now, and then us kind of not getting the proper attention. So we just have to make sure we have the correct game plan, and that's what we're working on.
Well, with all the projects, the lockdown did not slow you down?
I think it slowed everybody down, and it kind of gave everybody a reality check. But we pride ourselves on this band never sleeps. We're always doing something, whether it's on the internet, whether it's writing, whether it's social media, something. But we always try to make sure that there's nothing stagnant.
You guys have a comic book coming out?
Yeah, that's actually part. There's a Kickstarter with Sacred Chaos Comics. They're a great comic book company. And you can find all the information on our website, on all of our social media, at Kissing Candice, or Kissing_Candice, excuse me, or on Facebook, and anywhere on social media, and there will be a link to the Kickstarter. And yeah, it's going to be based off the band. It looks absolutely incredible, and these guys are really top notch.
Tell me what the story is going to be about.
To be honest with you, I can't divulge that, but I have seen the script. The script looks pretty cool. It's relevant to the band, but also still, if you're a horror fan, it's going to be great for touching upon that. But also, if you're a fan of the band, it'll kind of have a little bit of both, so it'll please everybody.
Is it just going to be one of or is it just going to be one off or an entire series?
Currently, it's going to be one, but if it does well, there may be possible talks in the future for doing something continuous. But at the moment, it's just one.
Oh, well, at least we even get a comic book, right?
Exactly. It's very cool, and we're very humbled to be a part of that.
I see you guys have some awesome perks for that comic book.
Yes. All that information, again, if you look at any of our social media, any of our regular website, kissingcandice.com, or Twitter, Instagram, anywhere, there will be some sort of link there. We'll have a list of all the perks, but there's some really cool stuff in there.
You can even be writing in it. Would you get killed, or you just be a background person?
That I'm not quite sure about. You have to check the actual thing and maybe talk to the artist on the Kickstarter page itself, but yeah, I'm sorry. I can't answer that one.
Is that your actual face in that book?
It's supposed to be something somewhat close to it, yeah.
Do you guys ever think about making a movie or a show?
That would be absolutely incredible, yeah. It will take a lot of time and resources, but definitely we're always looking for something bigger, better, more in your face. So yeah, I would love to do something like that. I'm sure
What?
No, I'm saying I'm sure the rest of the band would feel the same way.
Do you ever take the mask off, or do you stay in character at all times?
At the shows, on tour, we always try to stay in character as much as possible. Try to not let fans or people who are not supposed to see us without it on. But obviously, when I'm home, I don't keep the mask on, unfortunately. But whenever there's music involved or the band's involved, yes, we try to keep it on all the time.
Does it ever get really sweaty and hot?
It gets absolutely gross, disgusting. You can't really hear, you can't see. It's just something you kind of get used to.
When do you guys think you'll be touring again?
There's been talks about it, but there's nothing set in stone. We're hoping for next year early. Obviously, the earlier the better, but also want to make sure it's safe and it's the right move for everybody. But yeah, hopefully next year early, if not mid, 2021.
You can take it off if you want, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. That's okay. Thank you. It's Halloween, and I got to keep it.
I can see. I know some bands are doing shows here and there.
Yeah, there's a couple states that are doing it. We're doing the route of we would like to make sure that everybody who can attend. So we're making sure that it's safe and the correct thing to do before we just kind of go out and do some of the shows in the states that are open. It's just not the greatest business decision at the moment.
Once it all opens back up, what would be your dream tour?
We've definitely kicked this around a bunch of times in different interviews and whatnot, but we would love to do an all masked tour. So, us, Slipknot, Mushroomhead, Guar, and maybe potentially get Mudvayne. That'd be absolutely incredible.
What was your most memorable show?
Probably when we did Mayhem Fest back in 2015. It was just every day getting up to play with some incredible band and big crowds and just a great environment. So I would love to go back and do that again.
I see you guys have a lot of merch. That's pretty cool. Put new stuff off so often.
Yep, we definitely very much are a heavily aesthetic band, so merch is extremely important to us. So we try to cater the image to, our lifestyle, anything that you can kind of wear around to just prove that you're a fan or that you're involved with us or whatever is always the coolest thing. So we're fans as well.
For 2000, can I get you a tiger?
Absolutely, sounds good.
I'll give you a kitten because That would tear you up to shreds if I gave you a big boy.
All right, I appreciate
I'll give you a kitten. You gotta give me the money. You gotta give me the money this night, and I can give it to you, tomorrow-ish morning.
All
We
right,
can
sounds
love
good.
the kitten. How do my followers follow you?
Check us out. Like I said, all of our social media stuff is Instagram. It's Kissing_Candice. Same thing for Twitter. On Facebook, you could just look us up at Kissing Candice. Or on Spotify, YouTube, you name it, across the social platforms. It's either Kissing Candice or Kissing_Candice. Those are the only two variations, so you can find us everywhere.
What made you guys be so metalish?
That's a good question. Most of us just love that metal. We come from that stuff since we were kids. We also love horror movies, so the combination of those two things make us who we are.
When did you guys first meet, though?
I've known Joey for about 10 years at this point, and the rest of the guys in between 10 and 7 years. So we've been friends for quite some time.
Oh, so have you guys ever had a party where you guys would just watch horror movies with each other?
Yeah, and we like to do that a lot when we're in the studio or we're on the road. Whenever we get a chance, we kind of all like to bond and watch horror movies and whatnot.
Scream style. What's your favorite scary movie?
Oof, that's tough. My favorite scary movie of all time, I'll give you a couple. I like Halloween 3. I like Phantasm. Night of the Demons 1 and 2. Puppet Master. I mean, the list goes on and on. But yeah, big fan of horror in general.
It's the season of the witch.
It's finally getting.
It's the season of the witch. How come the stranger dresses like a girl? The singer.
The singer. It's just part of the character. Again, if you get the opportunity to interview him, he'll be able to explain that a little bit better. But it's part of the character. His name or her name is Aunt Donna, excuse me, and it just fits into the aesthetic and the overall character and the hype and whatnot.
You can take it. Oh wait, never. I'm sorry, I get mixed up sometimes.
No problem.
It was supposed to be he was supposed to be here though in the interview.
Yes, I believe he's working currently. He works at a haunt when we're not on tour, so he's doing some Halloween stuff, and today is the busiest day. So, again, maybe get the opportunity in the future to reach out. But I'm, trying to do the best here to do for both of us. But keep firing those questions away.
What's next for you guys?
Hopefully getting some good feedback with this new single, this new video, et cetera, and to release the album and to hopefully tour again and just do some really, bigger tours, just step everything up from where we are right now.
You should cover the season of the witch. The season of the witch. Just would be in a meddling tone. No, like a little, but it would be like, the season of the witch. You guys would do perfect on it.
All right, I thought the rest of the guys.
Thank you for being on my show. I hope the next time we talk is at the backstage at one of your shows. Peace.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Give you that kitten tomorrow morning. Just gotta give me the money at tonight.
Okay.
2,000, $2,000, and I'll get it. Don't tell anyone. Not even followers. Anyone. No. All right. Peace.
Have a good one. Thank you.
Have a good one.